Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Graves Library for Friday morning story time. I'm Miss Bryce, and as you can see, I have a special guest here today. He might look a little familiar to you. Anyone remember what his name is? That's right, it's the Cat in the Hat. He's here with me today, which is so awesome because, I don't know if you knew this, but earlier this week it was Dr. Seuss's birthday, which is so awesome because Dr. Seuss has written a lot of books that you probably know or have heard or maybe even have seen the movies that they have adapted from the books. Some of these books you might recognize: The Cat in the Hat, The Lorax, that's a classic one. One of my personal favorites, Oh, the Places You'll Go. And, of course, Green Eggs and Ham. These books, really, they honestly helped me learn how to read when I was younger. And so I'm really excited that I get to read a Dr. Seuss book with you today. But before we get started, we have to sing our good morning song that we always sing together. Kat's going to join along, and I welcome you to do the same if you want to. If you don't want to and you just want to listen along, that's okay too. So, I'll get my rhythm going by clapping and patting. And when you're ready, you can join in or just watch. That's okay too. Are you ready? Here we go. Here we are together, together, together. Here we are together at Graves Library with Miss Bryce and Cat in the Hat. And if you like, you can say your name. Here we are together, together, together. Here we are together at Graves Library. Good job. And hey, since it was Dr. Seuss's birthday, I thought it might be a good idea if we sing Happy Birthday to Dr. Seuss. Are you ready? Let's do that one too. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Dr. Seuss. Happy birthday to you. Yay! Awesome. So, there are so many Dr. Seuss books that I could read today. However, I wanted to read one that I really, in particular, remember reading when I was younger. This is a book that helped me be a better reader. I think it helped me be a better writer because I really learned how to pick apart words and figure out how letters and sounds go together. And also, it's kind of tricky. So, as I'm reading this story, I might have to start over a couple times because, hey, that happens sometimes when you're reading, even when you're following along and taking your time. Some books are trickier than others, and I'll tell you what. Fox and Socks by Dr. Seuss is an awesome book, but it is tricky, and you'll see why in just a minute. So, I'm going to get a little bit closer so that you can see the pictures too. You can see Cat also. So, Fox and Socks by Dr. Seuss. Look, see, there's even a little warning here. See what it says? Take it slowly. This book is dangerous. It's not really dangerous, but it is tricky. Shout out to Random House Incorporated. Fox in Socks. I need to listen for the rhyming here. Fox, socks, box, knocks. Knocks in box, fox in socks. Knocks on fox in socks in box. Okay, I'm doing good so far. Socks on knocks and knocks in box. Fox in socks on box on knocks. Chicks with bricks come. Chicks with blocks come. Chicks with bricks and blocks and clocks come. Look, sir, Mr. Knox, sir. Let's do tricks with bricks and blocks, sir. Let's do tricks with chicks and clocks, sir. First, I'll make a quick trick brick stack. Then I'll make a quick trick block stack. You can make a quick trick chick stack. You can make a quick trick clock stack. And here's a new trick, Mr. Knox. Socks on chicks and chicks on fox. Fox on clocks and bricks and blocks. Bricks and blocks. On knocks. On box. Let me take a deep breath. Okay. Now we come to ticks and talks, sir. Try to say this, Mr. Knox, sir. Clocks on fox tick. Clocks on knocks talk. 6 sick bricks tick. 6 sick chicks talk. Please, sir, I don't like this trick, sir. My tongue isn't quick or slick, sir. I get all those ticks and clocks, sir, mixed up with the chicks and talks, sir. I can't do it, Mr. Fox, sir. I'm so sorry, Mr. Knox, sir. Here's an easy game to play. Here's an easy thing to say. New socks, two socks. Whose socks? Sue's socks. Who sews whose socks? Sue sews Sue's socks. Who sees whose sew? Whose new socks, sir? You see, Sue sew Sue's new socks, sir. That's not easy, Mr. Fox, sir. Who comes? Crow comes. Slow Joe Crow comes. Who sews Crow's clothes? Sue sews Crow's clothes. Slow Joe Crow sews whose clothes? Sue's clothes. Sue sews socks of fox in socks now. Slow Joe Crow sews knocks in box now. Sue sews rose on Slow Joe's crows. On Slow Joe Crow's clothes. Fox sews hose on Slow Joe Crow's nose. Hose goes, rose goes. Nose hose goes some. Crow's rose grows some. Mr. Fox, I hate this game, sir. This game makes my tongue quite lame, sir. You know what lame means? Like tired. Because you're working so hard to get all these sounds out. It is tricky. Mr. Knox, sir, what a shame, sir. We'll find something new to do now. Here is lots of new blue goo now. New goo, blue goo, gooey gooey. Blue goo, new goo, gluey gluey. Gooey glue for chewy chewing. That's what that goo goose is doing. Do you choose to chew goo too, sir? If, sir, you, sir, choose to chew, sir, with the goo goose chew, sir, do, sir. Mr. Fox, sir, I won't do it. I can't say it. I won't chew it. Very well, sir. Step this way. We'll find another game to play. Bim comes, Ben comes. Bim brings Ben broom. Ben brings Bim broom. Ben bends Bim's broom. Bim bends Ben's broom. Bim's bends, Ben's bends. Ben's bent broom breaks. Bim's bent broom breaks. Ben's band, Bim's band. Big bands, pig bands. Bim and Ben lead bands with brooms. Ben's band bangs and Bim's band booms. Pig band, boom band, big band, broom band. My poor mouth can't say that. No, sir. My poor mouth is much too slow, sir. Well then, bring your mouth this way. I'll find it something it can say. Luke Luck likes lakes. Luke's duck likes lakes. Luke Luck licks lakes. Luke's duck licks lakes. Duck takes licks in lakes Luke Luck likes. Luke Luck takes licks in lakes Duck likes. I can't blab such blibber blubber. My tongue isn't made of rubber. My tongue feels like rubber right now. Mr. Knox, now come on. Come now, come now. You don't have to be so dumb now. Try to say this, Mr. Knox, please. Through 3 cheese trees, 3 free fleas flew. While these fleas flew, Freezy Breeze blew. Freezy Breeze made these 3 trees freeze. Freezy trees made these trees cheese freeze. That's what made these 3 free fleas sneeze. Achoo. Stop it, stop it. That's enough, sir. I can't say such silly stuff, sir. Very well, then, Mr. Knox, sir. Let's have a little talk about Tweedle Beetles. What do you know about Tweedle Beetles? Well, when Tweedle Beetles fight, it's called a Tweedle Beetle battle. And when they battle in a puddle, it's a Tweedle Beetle puddle battle. And when Tweedle Beetles battle with paddles in a puddle, they call it a Tweedle Beetle puddle paddle battle. And when beetles battle beetles in a puddle paddle battle, and the beetle battle puddle is a puddle in a bottle, they call it a Tweedle Beetle bottle puddle paddle battle muddle. And when beetles fight these battles in a bottle with their paddles and the bottles on a poodle and the poodle's eating noodles, they call this a muddle puddle Tweedle poodle beetle noodle bottle paddle battle. And now wait a minute. I'm glad he said something. Wait a minute, Mr. Socks Fox. When a fox is in the bottle where the Tweedle Beetles battle with their paddles in a puddle on a noodle-eating poodle, this is what they call a Tweedle Beetle noodle poodle bottled paddled muddled duddled fuddled wuddled fox in socks, sir. Fox in socks, our game is done, sir. Thank you for a lot of fun, sir. That's the end. Oh, I'm tired. I think I might take a nap. My tongue is tired. But you know what? It's really funny to read this story because sometimes it's good to make mistakes when you're reading, because then you have to look back and see, where did I go wrong here? But it's really also awesome because this book has so many sounds to practice saying that are tricky. And it also makes you listen because you're rhyming so much in this book. So, because that book was so tricky, and it was kind of a long one, we're only going to read one book today. But if you were able to pick up our little craft, I thought it might be fun if you get to make your own fox and socks. So in your kit, you will find a rectangular piece of paper like this. And the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to make the fox's body. And don't worry, we're not going to draw it. We are going to use our hand to trace. I know that sounds kind of weird, but trust me, it's going to work out. So what I do when I trace my hand, I would do this on a table, but I want you to be able to see it. So I'm going to put my hand on the paper, and then I'm going to take a pencil, and I'm going to go around every single finger with my pencil, like this. You might have to ask, this can be kind of tricky, you might have to ask a grown-up to help you hold the paper still on the table. That might help. Or you might be able to figure it out. So when you're done, you should see the shape of your hand. There should be 5 fingers, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You'll see why we need all of that in just a minute. Then I'm going to get my scissors out, and I'm going to cut out my hand. The next thing you're going to want to find is some glue. Either a glue stick or just regular craft glue will work. Okay, so now you should have your hand, right? We're going to turn it upside down like this. Does that look like a fox's body? I know, you're probably wondering, what is she doing? Well, guess what? This is going to become the body of the fox. And how many legs does a fox have? 4, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4 legs, and then his tail. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look for, there's a funny shaped piece of orange paper like this, and that's going to be the fox's head. And I'm going to figure out where I want to put it. You can decide. I mean, if his tail's here, his head should probably be somewhere over here. But you can decide because it's your fox. So I'm just going to put that baby over here. Look at that. So I've got my little fox head. And then how many eyes does a fox have? 2, right? So I'm going to need some glue. You should have some googly eyes in your kit. There's one. And 2 eyes. Oh, that one needed a little bit more glue. There we go. So now my fox has 2 googly eyes, and then he needs something so he can sniff, right? So he needs his nose. So I put a pom-pom in your kit for nose. So there we have our silly fox. So he's got a head with 2 eyes, a nose, he's got his tail and his 4 legs, and because we read this special book today, this funny book, Fox in Socks, what else was in your kit do you think is the finishing touch here on our fox? That's right, the socks. So there should be 4 socks. 1, 2, 3, 4 socks in your kit. And I'll just put a little glue on each leg, kind of towards the end where his paws would be, right? And I'm going to put the socks on my fox. Oop, that one's backwards. There we go. There's 2. Three. And 4. So now you have a little fox in socks to help you when you're reading and rhyming and spelling things and writing things. Just give you a little reminder to not give up and just do your best, because it can be tricky sometimes. See, even I had a tricky time reading this book with you today. But you know what? I also had a fun time because I laughed a lot, even at myself, which, you know, that's important to be able to do too. So we are just out of time. Cat's got to get back to his thing that he does. You know how he gets into trouble. So he's got some mischief that he has to get into. But I just want to say thank you to all of you for joining me today here at Graves Library. And I'm excited that you are here with me. And I hope that I see you again next time. So we're going to sing our goodbye song that we always sing at the end of story time. If you want to join in, I welcome you to do so. Are you ready? It is time to say goodbye to all our friends. It is time to say goodbye to all our friends. It is time to say goodbye, so give a smile and wink your eye. It is time to say goodbye to all our friends. All right, see you later. Have a wonderful weekend. Be safe, have fun, and keep reading.